So I'm making this video. You guys can't even see me there. Now you can see me a little bit, but what's up? So it's nighttime. Had to go for a walk. It's just nice out. Well, it's kind of chilly, so I got 2 hoodies on, but like, I wanted to talk about, I guess I'll go down here. I wanted to talk about, so you guys can't see me. Kind of wish you could, because this is a direct conversation, but whatever. So basically, I'm so honest and blunt in my life that a lot of people do not want to hear what I have to say. But I don't really care if you want to hear what I have to say, because what I say is, I speak my truth. That's all I know how to do, is speak my truth, speak my mind, speak what I believe. You know, if you're going to tell me a problem, you want my advice, right? Well, I'll give you my advice, but you're not really going to want to hear my advice. Because my advice is not going to be like, oh, it's okay, or... Because that shit doesn't help. It doesn't do anything. The advice that's helped me the most in my life was the advice that was the most direct. The advice that was straight in my face, you know, telling me what the fuck I was doing wrong. Because so many of us refuse to look at ourselves. We think we're doing nothing wrong, right? So many of us think that they just don't understand that it's them that's causing the problem. You are your own problem, but you are also your own solution. You are the problem, you are the solution. It's all inside of you. You just gotta silence enough to listen to it. Maybe the information is in a friend. You know, maybe you're asking for a friend for advice. You don't want to hear what they have to say. Anytime you don't want to hear what someone has to say, then that means that you need to shut the fuck up and listen to what they're saying. Because that means that what they're saying can actually help you. If you're getting advice from somebody and you're like agreeing with everything they're saying and none of the advice is really striking any nerves or anything or whatever, then the advice will not change you. The only time advice changes you is if the advice makes you uncomfortable. The truth hurts. That's an old saying that's been said for probably hundreds of years, but humans still don't get it. You know, we're still, I don't know. The truth hurts, meaning it's those moments where you don't want to hear it. Because that's me all the time. Like, that's why I'm so nervous to give people advice and like talk whatever, because it's like the advice that I'm going to give is not going to be what they want to hear at all. Like, I can comfort you afterwards, but like, I got to be direct with you. I got to be honest and say that it's like, if you're fucking up, I'm going to say this is how you're fucking up. If you're asking me how to fix the problem and, you know, my solution might not be what you want to hear. Because usually to fix the problem is to go back and look at the self and analyze the self and analyze and question yourself to say, what are you doing wrong? It's always you. It's always me. My problems are my fault, right? It's just life. Anything that's happened to me in my life, it's my fault. All of it. It's my fault. I don't blame anybody. I don't fucking care, right? It doesn't... I bet, like, my pain motivates me. It drives me. Pain can cripple you, or pain can ignite the fire. It's based on your perspective. So many people think spirituality is peace and loving. Like, maybe that's why a lot of people are like shocked. Like when somebody asks me for advice, like maybe they're thinking it's going to be the quote unquote hippie type of advice, or maybe they think it's going to be the advice that, like, I don't know. If you want that like peaceful shit, go to Ralph Smart. You know, if you want that, I don't know, that, I don't want to say fake spirituality, like, go to some, like, big spiritual YouTuber or something. You know, maybe use crystals or something, like, you know, maybe one of those type of people is what you need. I'm not one of those type of people, right? I'm a realist, but I'm a dreamer. I'm a philosopher, I practice modern day shamanism. I walk a spiritual path. Some would say I'm a spiritual man. I would just say I'm just living my life. I just am who I am. I don't know how to be anyone else besides myself. So that's the thing of the gist of this whole video is that I don't know how to be anyone else besides myself. And myself is a little blunt. You know, I'm a little, I don't know, real. I don't know how to be fake. If someone comes to me with a problem and they're like upset about it, if the problem was genuinely their fault, even if they're in the middle of crying and it's a serious situation or whatever, I'm gonna look at them and say it's your fault. Like, and some people say that's fucked up. I think it's fucked up to comfort somebody. Like, it's not gonna fucking fix their problem. Yeah, comfort them afterwards, but don't comfort the lie that they're telling themselves. Comfort them after you've told them the truth. Because I think that's why people don't change. People don't change because the problem, like, we're so scared to be real with each other. Friends are so scared to hurt each other's feelings. And that's the thing. So many people like might look at it like, oh, so you don't care about their feelings. No, I care immensely about their feelings. That's why I'm so real with them, and that's why I'm willing to hurt their feelings. Because I care more about their feelings than they do. Because when you're not real with somebody, you're actually hurting them. You're actually causing damage to them. Because the self-destructive way of thinking that most people have, that's the shit that I don't put up with, right? Like, I'm not going to put up with somebody saying I can't do this or I whatever. Like, I don't know what the fucking words I can't mean anymore. Like, I can't is just an excuse for saying you won't. Like, that's what I mean. And people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that, you know, you can blame everybody for your problems, what's happened to you in your life. You can say it was your mother's fault, your brother's fault, your past, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your job, your this, your that. It's your fault. It is always your fault. That's what I'm always going to tell everybody from the day, you know, till the day I die. I'm going to always remind people that everything that happened to me in my life is my fault. Me being homeless, me losing, you know, custody of my son, all of that, my fault. I don't blame circumstance. I don't blame situations. I don't blame people in my life. I don't blame whatever, the government or whatever. No, it's my fucking fault, right? So if everything that happened to me in my life is my fault, therefore, everything that happens to you in your life is your fault. No excuses. This is life. True spirituality is learning to be happy on a bad day. Learning to smile at the end of a bad day. That's true spirituality. Life is about growing. And how the fuck do you grow if you're not uncomfortable? And that's what I mean by I refuse to tell somebody a lie just to make them feel better. And I don't care how fucked up it sounds. I care more about your well-being than I do about your feelings, if that makes any sense. I mean, yeah, you might be sad today, but you could be happy tomorrow if you just deal with this sadness today. Instead, so many people get comforted for their false pains and the lies they tell themselves. They're getting comforted for the lies they tell themselves. And it's like nobody changes because people are comforting lies instead of comforting the truth. And like I said, give them comfort after you tell them the harsh truth. But also have the balls to be able to take what they tell you. I feel like friends should be able to tell each other the harsh truth. Family members should be able to tell each other the harsh truth. We should all be able to tell each other the harsh truth, even though it hurts each other's feelings. We need to put feelings aside for a second and think logically. Because when we're dealing with a problem, emotions get in the way. Logic is what solves it. that's just how it goes, right? But I'm gonna end the video though, because I feel like I can ramble on about this forever, and I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get home. But thank you guys so much for watching. For listening, better yet, because I know you guys can't see a thing. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I guess the moral of this video is, don't be scared to be real with your friends and be real with people. Give them the real advice. Give them the harsh truth. You know, maybe they'll get mad at you. Maybe they'll scream at you. Maybe they'll whatever. But who fucking cares? It's about helping people. You know how you help people? You tell them the truth. Right? Somebody asks for advice and they ask for my help. Don't expect to be comforted. Expect my help.